What's up? Welcome to another video. Today we are going to be talking specifically about the Squarebill Crank Bait. This is a 2.5 by Strike King, a shallow dive, 1 to 5 feet. See, it's a pretty simple setup. You get your lure, you get your plastic Squarebill up front, 2 treble hooks on bottom. This is a shad coloring. I've used it in previous videos, but today we're going to break it down, how I fish it and how to use it. Clutch bait for springtime. We're in clearer water today, so I'm using a lighter color. Squarebill. Yeah, and hopefully we tear them up. Stick around, it's going to be fun. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. Click that red subscribe button down below. It will help me out a lot, and you'll be able to see some more lure videos coming up and some more just regular adventure videos that I like to do. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Stick around. Peace out. All right, well, this morning we're going to start off by throwing the KVD 2.5. I'm throwing it on my Mock Crush combo. This is a 7-foot medium heavy fast taper action. I got 15-pound fluorocarbon, and yeah, that's the setup. So when you're fishing this, it's a shallow dive, so you want to cast it about as close to the bank as you can, and you're just going to, I like to give it a couple pops right off the bat. 1 or 2 little quick twists to entice them out, and then just burn it back in steadily. That way if they're chasing, they have some time to catch up to it. Give it a nibble. Definitely still want to throw this thing around cover. Subtly let it fall in there. Get the grass. It's okay when you hit grass with this too to just rip it right through that grass. So you got yourself a lay down, right? Treble hooks might scare you off from throwing at it. Don't let it. This Squarebill bouncing off that structure over there and totally incite a riot with these fish. Get them chomping. Those rattles inside of that Squarebill, they're gonna shake, and that's gonna make the fish think that there's bait fish scattering. So feel free. I mean, you obviously don't want to throw it over the tree or drag it over a log sticking out, but you can throw it in there in those little Y shapes. Just get it in, give it a little swim. Now these baits float, so if they start getting too close to a piece of structure and you're worried about getting snagged, you just stop reeling, let it float back up to the top, and then you can play with it, get it over stuff. Get in here. There we go. Oh, God, they're so aggressive. Stay in the fucking boat. Whew. All right, 1 for the Squarebill. We didn't miss that one. Right there. Good little bass. They hit it. You can't really set your hook like you do a single hook. You got to lean into it, or else you might rip it out of their mouth. Good fish. He bit well. Put up a good fight, especially in the kayak. Try to get them in quick so you don't lose them. But 1 down. Let's get to it. See you later, buddy. Oh, you go in there. Jump back in the boat. Oh, okay. Oh my God, it's a big fish. That's a big fish. Big bass. Oh. Thanks, buddy. This is hard work for me. Oh yeah. 2.5, baby. 3.3. Good fish. He choked me too. I was nervous when he was putting that fight up, but good bass. Hell yeah. See you later, buddy. Hell of a fish. Yes. Finally escaped the wind a little bit. Get over here. Pulling that crankbait. Picture this with me. 2 sticks, riding a log. Throw that crankbait in, and I just worked it right through those sticks. And he smacked it. There's one. Small guy. Oh, not terrible though. Number 3. Squarebill getting it done. Getting it done. Woohoo! Not a bad fish. Right on the structure. Squarebill bounced right off of it. He came out and snagged it. There's one. There's one. That's a better one. That's a better one. There we go. Go. Yep. Whew, he was barely hooked. Come on out of there. Go. Oh, no. There we go. All right, man, chill, you're caught. Whew, number 4, right back at it. Sitting on this structure, I tell you what. Sick. Oh, there's one. He smoked that thing. Oh. Yeah. Woohoo, we got both the hooks. Little guy, but man, he went after that. Look at that. That's how you want him to eat it. That's how you want him to eat it. I'm gonna need pliers for this. Be calm, bud. There you go. There you go. Like that. Man. Little guy. Feisty as heck. Thanks, buddy. Cool. Number 6 on the KVD. Cool. Not a terrible bass. Right on the structure. Fun. You know, it's middle of the day, it's high noon. I'm just throwing it, swimming it past some deeper structure, and bam, I got hit. Alright guys, what's up? Sorry I didn't get to do an outro yesterday on the lake. We actually ran out of space on my SD card. So we're gonna shoot one here and now. This video, obviously we focused primarily on the Squarebill Crank Bait. So we were using the KVD 2.5 in the shad coloring. This is the translucent Ghost Sexy Shad, I believe is the exact name of it. Awesome bait for springtime fishing, especially in clear water. So yeah, they kill. Great for structure, for grass. You can use them from the bank, from a kayak, from a boat, whatever you are fishing from is going. It's going to work, especially in the springtime. So the lake we were on yesterday was post spawn. Okay, so the bass are now coming off the beds. They're going out to feed. They're active. So something like the Squarebill that creates so much vibration and movement in the water as it goes down is going to really attract those bass. Now yesterday, with it being as sunny as it was, those bass were tucked up on the structure and a little bit deeper than they usually are, whereas mostly through the pre-spawn and the spawn, the bass are up very shallow, so you can hit them from the shore from there. Just have to be careful with your depth. So there are different depths based on the bill that comes on your Squarebill and who makes it, how it's designed. I want to go over a couple more crankbaits and kind of show you the options that you could have. Let's say it's early spring or the end of winter. The bass are still deep. They're still hiding out, right? There are options, right? So right here we have the deep dive crankbait. Okay, it's kind of the same exact build you have for your Squarebill that we were using yesterday. This is obviously a different color, but the bill, much longer, much wider at the end. This is going to cause this thing to go between 10 to 15 feet deep. So if you're looking at bass that aren't pushed up shallow like they were yesterday, this is a great option if you're in that depth of water. If you're in a little less than 10 feet, you can drag this across the bottom. You just have to be careful that you're not going to get caught up on sticks or heavy grass or whatever that's down there. And you can catch catfish with these. I've caught a catfish with this exact Squarebill before. It's pretty crazy. All right, we also have a much smaller option. This is kind of like a 1.5. This is not made by Strike King though. So this is going to go very shallow, very, very shallow, and it's a much smaller presentation. If you're worried about sizing down, maybe the summer's coming up, the bass aren't quite eating the reaction bites as much, they're not chasing larger baits, they're smaller fish, these will work very well, especially if you want to pull over grass beds. Smaller presentation, way shallow dive. As far as coloring goes, you don't have to just try and mimic a shad or a bait fish or whatever bluegill that you're fishing in your pond, lake, river, etc. They also have crawl colors. Okay, this is a Logix Baits crawl. Very nice, well made. Again, it has the Squarebill. It's a shallow dive, but it has that crawl color. So pre-spawn, when the bass are crushing crawls and you want to get a reaction bite without using just a Texas rig or something like that, crawl crankbait is a solid choice. Right here, bone colored, it's a popper, but it also has a Squarebill, so it seconds as a shallow dive crankbait. This one will dive very shallow, so it's pretty much a topwater bait, but you can get it down to about 6 inches to a foot under the water and have those bass that are looking up come after it. Okay, like I said, so crankbaits, Squarebills, great option, springtime fishing, a very big go-to for me. I want to say thanks for watching. Consider again slamming that subscribe button down below. I'm looking to put out more tips and tricks videos as well as the season rolls on. I hope you liked it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like. Drop in the comments if you have any baits that you're curious about or techniques that you want to learn, and I will do my best to present that to you in a way that's helpful. If there's anything you didn't learn today from Squarebill crankbaits, or that you'd like to add that maybe you can teach me because I'm not an expert, feel free to comment down below and let me know. Help me out. I'm trying to get better myself. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll see you next time. Peace out.